Oh, there you are.
Defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the go. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Was hit recording, record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the Cupid chain birth moves the chains in the game? Why would I? I just scraped it off the top, put it on the road, on the curve, on the
in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it at the full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fields this way up at the 17, and they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 45 yards. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Complete at the 1. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. to end. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 26 yards. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is now a 1-point game. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
Just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Cowboys strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Down, they're going. Bridgewater. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott on 1st down. That is caught by Lamb. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Oh, that It sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz as his guys are able to extend their lead. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Maher on for the extra point. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. Caught. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Let's go. 32.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Look at the big man rumble. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 10, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Slot man moves right. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd and long for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater.
Hit. Oh my God.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. the 16. Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Here's Mostert, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made, and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To try again after the sack. Prescott going up top. Touchdown! A great play there. 53 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Catch made inside by Wilson. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Bridgewater here to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in.
Go to game 2. Go to game 2.
All right, let's go. Sure.
I'm waiting. I gotta start it over because I can't see it plays at the bottom. I had to stop it and start it over. I gotta change it. Or can I do it from here?
Had a TED talk with the high me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheats. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling cause they mama please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than it. with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, man, so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance. Wherever I'm at, feel like a champion, mama. I am the masterpiece, life is a trap. You love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping us get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice from my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can get but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14, and out a little across the 25 to the 20. Timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Tua now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Clayton Fedulum there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gonna run again here with Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one 28 yards on the ground. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
It gets near 5 seconds. That's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 14. The slot man in motion right. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
It's pick.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's going to go up top again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. They'll run with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Slot man moves right. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott.
Wow.
Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The slot man in motion right. Now Prescott on 4th down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 1st down, Prescott. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
Hey, thank you.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 17, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now a give here to Pollard. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Over the middle by Lamb. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that is going to tie the game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Tua, a final shot before half. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now here in the second half, first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Slot man moves right. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Prescott to throw on 4th.
Let's go.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 71 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And you need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 4th down, Prescott. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run left with Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Looks like he'll throw here. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
To throw, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, it's Tua. He completes it to Wilson.
Oh, you put it in.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away of being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the